I wanted to make this episode because there are more empaths in this world, and I found multiple groups that shared the experiences that I have. And I was so happy that there were more people like me because I always felt alone. I always felt I was the only one dealing with this, but there are more people that have the same gifts as me, and I'm not more special like you. Everybody has their own gifts and their own things that they're good at, but people say when you're an empath you have a gift, but sometimes it can be a curse, and I try to feel the middle in it. So I see it as a curse but also as a gift, so I try to be in the middle of it. I use it for my advantage.
Welcome to the How to Heart Show, helping men reconnect to the heart and empower others as the leaders they were born to be. I'm Vincent Haasboom. My mission is to help you speak your truth, own your authenticity, and step into your power. The world needs the raw and authentic man right now. Join us if you're ready to make a change.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the How to Heart Show. I'm an empath. But first of all, what is an empath? I've learned that I'm an empath, but also highly sensitive a couple of years ago. And in all my life, I struggled a lot with emotions, with feelings, and I didn't understand why I was feeling so much emotion. Sometimes when I was interacting with people or I was getting a lot from outside of myself, of emotions, and I didn't understand why. A couple of years ago, I was struggling a lot with myself. I was struggling a lot with my feelings and emotions. That I've decided to share it on Facebook. I said I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling so much emotions. I'm sad all the time. I'm angry all the time, and I don't know why. Why I'm feeling like this. And then somebody said, "You're an empath." An empath? What is that? So, like I always do, I researched. So I went on the internet and I looked up what is an empath. And then once I was reading it, I felt relieved. I felt a better understanding about myself, but also the puzzle pieces that was missing was getting together. It was clicking. What I've read was that when you're an empath, you can feel emotions from others. You're really in tune with other people or outside of yourself. So, for example, if I would talk with somebody, I have a conversation, I can sense if somebody's lying to me. I can feel it. I can see it, how he or she reacts or moves or behaves. But sometimes if they hide it from me, I can still sense it. I'm really sensitive. My intuition is really stronger. But also, I can have more empathy. When somebody's crying, I feel it. I feel their pain. When somebody's hurting, when they have like a breakup, for example, I talk with a woman, she has a really intense breakup. I can feel that pain. I can feel what she's going through. But sometimes I don't want to feel that. I don't want to consume that, but still I'm open because empaths, they're open. I feel that. And once I learned about that, I got really angry and upset because I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel others' emotions. I don't want to feel their pain, their suffering, their misery, because usually what you feel is bad. But I can also feel happiness. When people are happy, I can feel it. I can feel their happiness. Yeah, they share it with me. But being an empath is really, really intense, and there's multiple levels of being an empath. I still have to do some more reading and research about it, but I want to share a little bit what it is. And you might feel the same way, that you're struggling with your emotions, that you're struggling with certain people, that you don't understand why, and why it's so hard to connect with people, because sometimes you want to be alone. As an empath, you want to take time for yourself because it can be really overwhelming. You get so much information, you get so much emotions that you need to step back and take time for yourself. I also was isolating myself. I was not going out. I was not interacting with people because I felt so overwhelmed in certain situations that I avoid interacting with people. And I've read multiple books, and they said, yeah, once I found out that I'm an empath, I'm not gonna drive on the freeway. I'm taking different paths, so I'm not feel overwhelmed by people driving in their cars. Or people say, when I feel overwhelmed, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and take some time for myself. And once I was reading that, I was like, this is not living. I understand if this is working for you, but still, you're not living with it. You're still trying to find sneaky ways to not be uncomfortable, because it can be uncomfortable with feeling so much emotions. But I told myself I don't want to isolate myself again, because I did that many, many years ago of my life. I don't want to do that. So I decided to learn to deal with it. I've decided to, what I feel, I let it be. I cannot control it. I cannot change it, but I can work with it. I can be aware of it, but still do my own things. And it's challenging. It's really, really challenging. And especially when you feel so much, you know that you sometimes you need to tell people, hey, I need some time for myself. You have to set boundaries, because as a people pleaser, I got more of that as well. Because when you please people, you get more information, you get more emotions, and you do it because you're afraid of conflict. So it's also, once I learned about that, I felt everything was connected, because it's really, difficult to navigate through life as an empath. I wanted to make this episode because there are more empaths in this world, and I found multiple groups that shared the experiences that I have. And I was so happy that there were more people like me, because I always felt alone. I always felt I was the only one dealing with this, but there are more people that have the same gifts as me, and I'm not more special like you. Everybody has their own gifts and their own things that they're good at, but people say when you're an empath, you have a gift, but sometimes it can be a curse, and I try to feel the middle in it. So I see it as a curse, but also as a gift. So I try to be in the middle of it. I use it for my advantage. What I want to share is the awareness. You might be, when you hear this, you might be resonate with me and say like, okay, I'm also going through this emotion roller coasters. When I meet people, I'm also angry or upset or happy or whatever, or I can feel so much overwhelmed that I need to take time for myself. So the first thing that I want to share with you is, when you feel those things, look it up if you're an empath. Go on the internet and check out if you're an empath. If that's the case, do some more research. Go to Facebook and go to groups and connect with other people. You know more about that, learn more about it. And also, when you're an empath, usually you're also highly sensitive, and that's what I am as well. I can also feel energies and frequencies, and being an empath, and together with that, that's challenging. That's really challenging. But first of all, be aware of what you feel and the awareness of the emotions. Second, learn how to deal with it. You cannot push the button off and say like, okay, I don't want to feel this anymore. I'm done with it. I don't want to go through this. You can't. You have to learn to work with it. I can say deal with it, but I'm always mindful what I say to myself. I don't want to use words that's gonna bring more damaging to me. So for example, I say conflict. I don't say that. I say that there's something happening that I need to solve, or I need to talk to with this person. Because if you say those things, conflict, fear, you're gonna program that into your system. So be careful what you say to yourself. But as an empath, the connecting with people and the awareness, that's the first steps that you do. But the third and the most important one is acceptance. Accept that you have those gifts. Accept that you're an empath. Accept that you are highly sensitive. Because like I said, you cannot push the button off and it's gone. You have to learn to work with it. You have to live with it. And it's challenging. I know it's really, really difficult. But once you are aware and understand, and you understand yourself better, you're gonna learn tools. Try to learn to get tools. Try to learn to do things for yourself that's good for you. Go into nature. Set boundaries. Take time for yourself. Those things are really, really important for you to go back and take some time for yourself. But don't avoid. Don't say, okay, because I'm an empath, I'm not gonna go out. Because I'm an empath, I'm not gonna work on my business. Because I'm highly sensitive, I'm not gonna do this. No, you also have to enjoy life. There's a reason that you are an empath. There's a reason that you're highly sensitive. Use it as your power. Use it as your gift. So that's my recommendation. And I really want to dig deep more in this topic, because I also want to learn more about it myself. But these are the first steps that I can give you for you to walk this path as being an empath.
Hey Lions, thank you for listening. Glad to have you on our journey to the authentic self. Want to learn more to embrace your potential? I invite you to keep listening. Do me a favor and smash the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps the show reach more listeners who need to hear these messages. See you next time.